Hi, welcome to our channel of IGNOU Audiobooks, Indira Gandhi National Open University, School of Social Sciences, SOSS, Diploma Programs, Postgraduate Diploma in Library Automation and Networking, PGDLAN, MLI 002 Library Automation, Block-1 Introduction to Library Automation, Unit-2 Approaches to Library Automation, 2.0 Objectives. After reading this unit, you will be able to understand the various approaches to library automation, analyze the actual requirements of library. For automation, describe the benefits of library automation and understand the planning, implementation and evaluation of library automation. 2.1 Introduction. It is important to understand the possible approaches to automating a library and the roles of various agencies and individuals in implementing the automation. This unit deals with a number of approaches to library automation with focus on collection, USCR's requirements and needs, services offered and overall benefits of library automation. It also deals briefly with evaluation of library automation. Units 3 and 6 of Block 2 of this course deal about these aspects in detail. 2.2 Approaches to library automation. For automating a library, the decision to select or reject a particular setup, hardware and software has to be taken based on several qualifications and the actual requirements of the library. Each library differs from the other in terms of the following parameters: size of library collection, number of users, level and interest of users, actual number of transactions per day, range and variety of services, their quality and complexity, the specifications of the hardware and the number of computer systems and the software and their interconnectivity would mainly depend on these parameters. Based on the size of collection and number of users, the library has to decide on the type of setting it needs to go in for. The option centers around selecting stand-alone systems or whether they are to be integrated into a network. Or, alternatively, a server with many terminals attached would be better suited to cater to the users. This also depends on the services the library is planning to provide. If a library has plans to make their catalogs available on an OPAC or to provide remote access to them, then they will have to plan for an appropriate system to back such a service. 2.2.1 Library collection. It can range from a few thousands to a few lakhs or to crores. The kind of document backup and storage device needed will depend largely on the size of its collection. The options before a library ranges from going in for PCs with hard disk drives whose storage capacity now is around 4 to 8 gigabits and a bus size of 32 to 64 MBs, or for other higher-end systems with hard disk capacity ranging from 20 to 40 GBs and higher RAMs. For archival storage, there are a wide range of secondary storage options available, such as CD-ROM backup, cartridge tape drive, DVD-ROM, digital video, versatile disk, and DATs. The size of a library collection will have an overall effect on the system selected for all other services of a library. In a sense, the huge document collection may not only result in the selection of a system with adequate hard disk and backup capacity, but also related services like cataloging will have to be selected and developed keeping in mind the size and in turn an increased RAM speed for quick access and transactions. 2.2.2 Number of users. The library has an option of going in for a few stand-alone systems if they are catering to a limited number of users in a small setup, or connecting stand-alone into a network, or if the users are distributed, say within a campus, and need to access the library almost 24 hours, then the library may decide to go in for a server with terminals distributed around the campus. 2.2.3 Number of transactions. The more the number of transactions expected in a day, the higher should be the RAM speed and the speed of the backup storage devices. Transaction could be records of books processed, number of serials registered, number of books periodicals issued, reminders to borrowers or vendors, etc., so that the system will act as a supporting and speed-enhancing device rather than hindering the activities and creating artificial bottlenecks. 2.2.4 Type of services offered. The library needs to identify the services it is planning to provide. This will have a direct impact on the system to be selected. For example, whether the library is planning to provide, say, current additions to the library and other current awareness services. When a wide range and complex variety of services of very high quality in terms of speed, timeliness, accuracy and reliability are planned by a library, they will have to decide on tried and tested systems, both hardware and software, which is known for its quality, durability and speed. On the contrary, if the library has only fake routine scripts lined up, then they can afford to be more adventurous and experiment with systems and software. 2.2.5 Automation and data processing. The quantum of information to be acquired, processed, housed, circulated by libraries has increased. Computers and other information technologies offer an efficient and effective tool for handling the burgeoning knowledge problem. A rapidly expanding and more literate population has generated demands for reader services that has far exceeded a library's ability to respond effectively with traditional methods and techniques. The emerging information society has realized the importance of information and knowledge, thereby emphasizing the critical role libraries play in dispensing information. Users in turn have begun to expect more and more from the libraries today. Furthermore, computers have made users to expect better services from all social institutions, including libraries. Majority of the tasks performed in library operations involve the intensive use of human resources. The tasks are routine and repetitive in nature. To illustrate, take the example of a bibliographical record of a book. The bibliographical details of the book, like author, title, imprints information, etc., are required to be recorded in many different operations such as book selection slips, book ordering, invoicing, accessioning, cataloging, shelf list preparation, circulation, etc. A variety of files are generated and maintained in libraries. For example, in the acquisition section, books on order, books received, books recommended, etc. In the circulation section also, files like user file and transaction files are created and maintained. The catalog, the most important and highly useful tool, is a surrogate file of the entire library holdings. These files need constant updating. Modern management techniques are being increasingly applied to library work. The main thrust of a modern management technique is their emphasis on quantitative data. Consequently, the demand for collection of accelerate data of library use and other data is increasing. Many of the modern techniques like informatics, operations, research, etc. can only be contemplated if THC library data like circulation statistics are computerized. The queries posed to library records, files and systems are manifold. These files and records are helpful in answering queries. Traditional methods of record keeping are inadequate in answering queries quickly. The need for reducing response time is being increasingly recognized. Today, library automation is thought of as a means of enhancing the library's ability to satisfy users by providing timely answers. Library cooperation is one of the finest and oldest traditions of librarianship. Pressures of inflation, budgetary cuts and information explosion are forcing librarians to form networks and consortia with a view to resource sharing. The use of modern data processing and modern communication technology offers a new dimension to cooperation among libraries. The developments in library automation efforts may be summarized as a classic case of need pull and technology push. 2.2.6 Benefits of library automation. The versatility and speed of computers offers numerous benefits. Computer applications in libraries has manifold advantages. Reduces drudgery, routine and repetitive jobs are handled easily, saving and eliminating drudgery. It is only effective means of speeding the library services. 2. Multiple outputs. A variety of multiple outputs may be generated with a single input in automated systems. This feature has provided enormous advantages. Outputs of various sequences and various kinds of reports may be generated without the expenditure of additional energy or resource. For example, a database of bibliographic records can be used for generating accession lists, special purpose bibliographies, search querying, etc. Thus, a variety of services, which were hitherto contemplated but could not be offered, can now be provided. 3. Increases productivity. By contributing to efficiency, it improves productivity. Many of the library functions like acquisitions and cataloging are partly clerical and partly professional, involving decision-making and are tedious. As a result, backlogs in the acquisition section, cataloging section are fairly common. Computers can help solve this problem by improving productivity. 4. Improves quality of services. Automation has opened up new vistas in library services and also has immensely improved the quality of services offered. We expand the range and raises the quality of existing products. It will foster new products and processes. Services like current awareness services, CAS, and selective dissemination of information, SDI, can be given to the users very easily. 6. Instantaneous answers to multiple queries. A variety of queries are posed to library subsystems. For example, the users would like to know the whereabouts of a document through the circulation system. They query the acquisition system to find out the status of a book recommended for acquisition, etc. Answering such queries is easy and instantaneously in an automated system. Decreasing costs. Versatility and stupendous processing power of computers have made automation very cost-effective. Reducing of time wasted, immediate access to data and sharing of limited resources are some of the advantages. Some of the concepts projects considered utopian at one time are now a reality or a distant possibility. For example, universal bibliographic control of recorded information, abandoned some decades ago as impractical, is now possible on account of computerization. 2.2.7 Planning, implementation and evaluation of library automation. Selecting, procuring, and introducing an automated system is too complex a process to list procedures in a step-by-step formula that will fit all institutions under all circumstances. The level of formal procedure in planning and implementing an automation project varies widely according to library preference and the nature of the application. The human element is a very important aspect in implementing an automated system. At the most general level, the library needs to identify who will be involved, when, and for what purpose. In the automating process of the library, a library may interact with the following people in implementing an automated system or service: library staff, administrative and governing authorities, regulatory agencies and purchasing departments, computer center personnel, vendors, consultants and attorneys, other libraries, and library users. Evaluation. Once the proposals have been received, the library is ready to begin the evaluation phase. The three things which are to be evaluated are the proposals themselves, the systems being proposed, and the vendors presenting them. These three are closely interrelated, and excluding any one may lead to a bad decision. The following criteria are to be considered when evaluating the various combinations of proposal, system, and vendor. Does the proposal answer the request, contract-related conditions? Is the system adequately matched to the library's capacity requirements, functional capabilities, and general requirements? System reliability and support channels, upgrade and enhancement, vendors, benchmark tests and demonstrations, delivery date and scheduling, costs, contracting, performing bonds, payment schedule, site, preparation, delivery and installation, training and documentation, acceptance tests, performance, remedial action and damages, warranty, hardware maintenance agreements termination. 2.2.8 Turnkey systems. The turnkey system is a complete system installed by a vendor on the library's premises. Turnkey means that the library just turns the key and the system operates. The vendor of turnkey systems supplies the hardware and complete packaged software. MD is responsible for dealing with any problem in the system. In the turnkey system, the library staff could make the desired changes on the assumption that they possessed the necessary experience and qualifications. The most common examples of turnkey systems at present are minicomputer-based integrated library system. They perform almost all housekeeping jobs as an integrated unit. 2.2.9 Reasons for delay in implementation of library automation. Though the libraries aspire to automate, there are many reasons for non-implementation of the same. Mainly the financial constraint and the lack of adequate trained manpower impediment the process. Availability of suitable software to meet the requirements of different types of libraries is also other hindrance. Above all, the motivation amongst professio-als and inadequate management support delays the implementation of library automation. Reasons for delay in implementation of the library automation projects are I. Inadequate finance, 2. Lack of suitable software, 3. Lack of technical supports, 4. Lack of adequate training to the staff, lack of right caliber persons, 6. Low demand, 7. Psychological problems, 8. Lack of knowledge in retrospective conversion, 9. Lack of management support. 2.3 Summary. An effort has been made in this unit to explain to you the various approaches library automation. Ranges of approaches starting from library collection, users' transactions and services have been discussed. Some essential aspects of associated with planning, implementation and evaluation of library automation are also explained in brief. Benefits of library automation and reasons for delay in implementation of library automation projects are also described. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel for more updates, and we will see you with the next chapter.